Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 3 versus 3 on Alvarez. Playing on Team 2 as the Thousand Sons, we have got HMD, we have got Eri 7889 as the Tau, and we have got Sneaky as the World Eaters. On the opposing team, we've got Vrax as the Eldar, we've got Cryptic as the Dark Angels, and we have got Feeling Jolly as the Emperor's Children. You don't quite often see this map being played on 3v3s, especially in Unification, considering that you've got access to the Titans and all the big cannon units, mainly because it's just quite a small map. I mean, looking at the actual draw distance between all the players here, there's not much wiggle room for manoeuvring. Also, like, you kind of quite often see one army over here, one army over here, as there's only really one kind of large choke point to cross over to get into the other players' sides. It's been quite interesting to see what these guys are thinking and going for. There's only 2 relics on the map for each team, so one person will be relicless. Also 1 slag deposit, if I'm not mistaken. Only 1, yep. There's only 2 critical locations as well, so 2 to fight for. So realistically, usually one team will only have 1 to play for. I said this the other night when I was playing the boys, but I just love this player's colour scheme. Eri's Hello Kitty Tau. Very nice to look at. Aesthetically pleasing, some would say. And imagine if the Tau, whether 2 were enjoying anime, Hello Kitty would be their favourite anime. Anyway, we've got Noise Marines coming in. They'll be seeing these Thrall Wizards and thinking, be gone you massive nerds, this is our critical location. Over here I've got some Eldar with a Warlock of all things coming in quite quickly to see if they can do some stuff. It looks like he's killed something, or one of their number has been killed. The Blood Pack troops, quite a widdly, spindly bunch, considering that they fight for the World Eaters. Well, they're not known for their ability to keep alive for very long under any circumstances. But I mean, they've got a Cornet Lord coming in, and he's just charging straight in. Look at the speed on that boy. He wants to get involved in close combat, smash around some Eldari people. Got some Screamer Zinch coming in as well, although up against a Slaneshi Lord and his noisy lads. Not sure how well they'll do, although pink on pink, that's quite nice. Is there a pink theme going on for everyone at the moment? No, thousands are blue, never mind. Right, the test of time, because Sorcerer Lord, as we've seen many a time on this channel, 1v1ing everyone. Can he actually 1v1 a Slaneshi Lord? He's turned himself into 2. And he's not doing bad. I mean, yeah, fair enough. He's probably got, like, some unfair advantage by being helped by the Screamers, but still, we have yet to see the Sorcerer Lord struggle in a 1-to-1 engagement. So well done there all around. So it does look like that the Southern team have got the lion's share of the hold on the centre points here, although then again, double Dark Reapers now coming in. And they're going to push these guys away. The clone of the Sorcerer Lord being taken down. None of the critical locations are yet to be captured, although Vrax is having a good look at this critical location on the northern side. Got some Tau Fire Warriors. And it's going to be like I say, it's going to be a bit of a bashing heads into each other to see who could take on the middle bit. And I reckon with the team compositions here, maybe the Southern team have it in the sense that they've got a good front line with the World Eaters, they've got a good back line with the Tau and their increased range. And the Thousand Sons are there. They're doing stuff. They've got a fairly decent whirlwind for artillery support. They've also got fairly decent aircraft as well. Blood Pack Troopers actually been used to full effect here. Holding on for what they can. Stealth suit teams firing away. But Tau Fire Warriors over here looking a bit worse for wear. Down this side, Noise Marines continuing to try and take on this critical location. The Sorcerer Lord will come back over and scare them away with double Screamers of Zinch squads. Not bad at all. These guys are not having an easy time of it. Celestial Lord is back out there. And it does seem that with the help of these double Dark Reapers, the Exarch in there for helping them do more damage, they're doing alright, man. They're doing okay. Southern team are regrouping there, chasing these guys away from the critical location. Who's gone for the relics? We've got Emperor's Children over here, and we have got Eldar for the northern team. On the southern team, we've got World Eaters for the relic, and we have got Thousand Suns. That makes sense. The Tau don't have... I mean, they do. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure about that, boys. But then again, in saying that, Thousand Suns, they've got their... What do you call it? They've got their big land raider that flirts. A flirty raider, shall we say. Skirmishes Zinch going to come back in once again, although they've now got a significant amount of noise marines. May as well just stick my camera here, mightn't I? And we could just see the entire battlefield going on from like a spectator's kind of sport thing, like as if we're in some sort of arena. Yeah, these guys, there's a lot of them now. They're going to struggle. Sorcerer Lord splits himself into two. Core Knight Lord looking a little bit worse for wear. And the Dark Angels, as is standard and proper, only going to go for the scouts at the moment, as well as several plasma gun turrets. Be very careful on this map when you're spawned in this corner here, and the opposite corner here is that you've only really got one out to come in. So I assume that's what the turrets were for, to make sure that Vrax is not being smacked in the corner. Although, look at this guy, trying to smash around that Slaneshi Lord, has been taken down. A little bit too far, but has given these guys some wiggle room to maneuver forward. So as you can see, they've kind of like stopped trying to push over on this side, and now kind of circled around over here to keep a look at that critical location. They've also got to be careful that no one pushes into their side of the map for now. Got the speed on these Guardians with their fleet of foot. Incredible stuff. But no major acts going on. He says as a major act happens, Dark Reapers are going to come over. Altars of Khorne not going to be able to protect these guys from any incoming damage. It's going to be all down to the Core Knight Marines and what they can do. You have some striking Scorpions looking to get in there with their chain swords. Throwing a grenade in there as well. And these guys are just not living up to the hype, are they? More or less wiped out straight away. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. They have to come out with something else. Mr. Sneaky is going to come out with another Core Knight Lord. And he's in tier 2 now, so that's useful. Gone for quintuple plasma generators and a demon gate, so expect some big things coming out from them. Over on this side, the centre is still holding. But actually, the southern team are getting a good handle on things. Triple Fire Warrior squads out now. And the stealth ships will be able to go for those if they can survive the plasma gun turrets. Double Altars of Khorne have been taken down by the Eldar there. And are also going to go for those decaps. Core Knight Lord looking to see if he can get into position. Fire Warriors have now cut out the escape for these guys here. But there's a lot to take on. And I'm sure the Fire Warriors can take them down, especially with these striking Scorpions moving in for close combat. Tower Commander being taken aback in close combat by the Eldar Guardian. He's going to jump backwards, see if he can use these guys as some sort of meat shield. Scouts over here en massing, as well as these Noise Marines will be coming over to see if they can assist the Eldar, who are not going home anytime soon. They're going to stick around and see what kind of mischief they can get up with. Over on this side there, some Screamers of Zinch, as well as a Hellblade swooping in, looking to take care of all this gubbins. Do you believe that this is the... Are you the thing where if you die? Yes, I do believe that this is the thing where if it dies, you get a free squad. Just for funsies. Over here, the Dark Eldar... Not Dark Eldar, the regular Eldar are still pushing in. Bloodpack Troopers having a think about getting involved in stuff. We also have... What are you? You are some... double Khorne Raptors. Now, these guys are going to be a real pain in the backside for the Eldar to deal with. Fast as you like. Quite destructive in close combat. Got an Assault Rhino, but no more because it's deaded now. Slaneshi Noise Marine champion. All on his own in this world. Got a Deceiver rocking up by a Razorback from Cryptic here. Hopefully going to smash up these Screamers. Screamers quite low on morale at the moment. In fact, losing all the morale, so they will take some sustained damage as time goes on. What are all these... What are you, blooming, doing the loop-de-loop really disconcerting. Very confusing in my eyes. Here we go, the big pink Skyrim missile gunship, using its long range and its artillery features to cause some issues for these guys. Dark Reapers looking less than happy about their situation. One model remaining will narrowly avoid a squad wipe there. Dark Angel Scout's going to come forward. Got their shotguns ready to knock people over. Shotgun versus tank. The tank usually wins, in all honesty, but mind you, these Fire Warriors are not a tank. Rule number one about Fire Warriors, they are definitely not a tank. Got a Falcon Grav tank coming over here, going to engage in glorious hand-to-hand combat almost. With all of this Thousand Sun nonsense, will fall back as quick as the day is long. Double noise, in fact, sorry, not double noise marines, one noise marine squad and a warp talent band on the way. But it does seem like Feeling Jolly will need some support from his friends if he wants to survive. There's a lot of stuff coming in. But then again, these guys have got to defend themselves. They are being pressured on their side as well. Also got a demonic Lord of Khorne coming in. Razorback not going to fare all that well. Dark Reapers trying to regain the morale on the backside. They have gone for their thermoplasma generator, so they've laid claim to the slag deposit. The Emperor's Children just having a really hard issue with all this stuff. What else are they going to come on with? They have got House Glaw support. Ah, there we go. So they'll be able to summon some extra units for free if they should require, and it does look like they'll probably require it. Also got the Escapee squad gaining revenge on them. Quite decent ranged unit as well, considering what they have in their squad. Plasma gun turrets are being taken down, but a Dreadnought armed with a plasma cannon, as well as actual full proper Space Marines. You always love to see a Dark Angel player bringing out Space Marines. Normally it's just Scouts forever and ever, until they get the bicycles out or something, but look at that glorious stuff. Glory Agents are going to come in, but I mean, Jolly has lost a lot of stuff here. He's starting to rebuild Possessed Conjurer over on the other side, just in case no one can come and save him. But a row of pink horrors throwing out their cotton candy. Just trying to build up as many Glory Agents as possible. We are seeing a flanking force of Eldar coming in. Horrors of Zinch being shot up. Whether they could do much against these Hellblades, not entirely sure. But while this is going on as well, there's a counter-assault going. Oh, look at that. Connight Lord being spun around and thrown to the ground. That's what we like to see. I mean, plasma guns to it being built up inside of Sneaky's base. Very cheeky. And the Pink Tau struggling a little bit here. Won't be able to take on these Dark Angels. Not without some more assistance. We are seeing Glaw Agent and Eldar work together as one. Best friends forever is Eldar and Slaanesh. I mean, not consensual friends, but friends nonetheless, gosh darn it. So, yeah, so over on this side, the Emperor's Children have just been absolutely wiped out, more or less. But they do still have their Possessed Conduits for recruiting. Do you have any more builders? You do have one builder squad left, so that's something. Over on this side now, the Force of Zinch are going to move over across this plasma generator farm. But these guys are not going to relent. They're going to continue pushing in. Blood Crusher. Pink like Salmon comes out, sees what he can do. He's got Harlequin in there just for good measure. There's a lot of stuff going on. Murderous Tide, #1. Some would say it's the best of the trilogy. Sky Missile Gunship looking like it's going to fire in as well. Getting a nice hit on a couple of these models. In fact, quite a few models, in fact. The Barracuda as well, showing these guys the business. Hoping to prevent these guys from coming in to support all this stuff, but it's a very narrow choke point. They've got the numbers. They don't quite have the room to come in to really make use of them. And the Horrors of Zinch. I mean, this is now quite a decent infantry composition. So they are going to struggle with their current units. The Escapee squad's still here. They're still going to have a go. Tau Eldar and Imperium working in tandem as one. Don't think you could... Can you reinforce these guys? Think you are able to. Which is nice. But soon to be dead. Don't really need to worry about them too much. They're a free squad, you can throw them away if you so wish. They're only prisoners after all. But the siege has been broken. The pressure over here is waxing and waning. Lots of material here being annihilated. Could pull these guys back if they so wished, but then again, keeps the Tau busy, doesn't it? And now the Emperor's Children are back in to reclaim all the bits and bobs over here. But the Deceiver's still going to come over. Going to slap around these yellow Eldar. But will die for his troubles and be pushed back. The Shadow Spectres being used to wonderful effect against the vehicles. Let's have a quick look at the economies at the moment. 105 and 47, 68 and 40, and 69 and 75 compared to 118 and 79, 71 and 20, and 18 and 4. So not a lot of economy going on, considering that realistically, most players have got 3 points. But everyone's spending all their money on having as many units as humanly possible to contend with all this chaos in the middle. Mortis Dreadnought, double guns, firing away at these Blood Crushers. Blood Crushers looking to try and snag some Eldar stuff. The Seer Council are going to follow them around. Demon Armor there, very difficult to smash through. They're just going to come in, look at the production buildings, try and deny any extra vehicular support coming in. And the Thousand Sons think, you know what, Emperor's Children, you can't have your points back. We want them. Thank you very much. Get out of our sight. Got those Chosen as well. Very strong and durable unit. But do have morale. So, not like your regular Thousand Sons where they can ignore all morale damage. They do feel the fear every now and then. These guys managing to push out those Blood Crushers. And over here, everything is just on lockdown at the moment. But it's not the end of the world, because even though the Emperor's Children only have their barracks, it's, well, it's like people could donate him money, so like if anyone's got like spare blue, they can give him stuff to build up new units. But, like a tale as old as time, they're going to go pushing over on this side again. We've got what you called Morgan Ra, not Armon Ra, it's Morgan Ra. Coming in and firing at that Blood Crusher. Shadow Spectres keeping the flanks safe from these long gunships, but in saying that, a little bit outranged at the moment. Will fall back, having a look and see what else they can destroy. Got a Wraith Lord trying to slash up that Blood Mechanicum, but now with a big push coming in from HMD here. If they could focus down that, or what you call that, Possessed Conjurer, that will actually take off offline the Emperor Children for a significant amount of time. But they do have their Pleasure Palace down here, so they are safe from being wiped out at the moment. Got one squad of Noise Marines left and nothing much else. Over on this side, blooming this Fortress of the Rock, feeling a little bit vulnerable. Screamers are going to jump forward, trying to, well, Screamers shall screen, shall we say, for these guys as they focus down on this fortress. If they can get it, it's going to be a major win for them, because that's going to knock these guys back in the tech department. Double Burnsingers will jump over from Vraxter to go in for that repairing. They've managed to break through that screening line. And it was a calculated risk, but a risk that hasn't really paid off for them. Fortress of the Rock is stabilising, and they've lost the Sorcerer Lord, they've lost most of the Zinch army, to be fair. Blue Horse coming out there, preventing the Sleshy Noise Marines from advancing too fast, so that's fun. While that was going on, double Wraith Lords giving the Massacre Chambers the backhand. But we do have Hammerhead gunships coming over, as well as Warp Talons. Trying to slice these Wraith Lords down to size. And they will do it fairly nicely. So, almost losing their Massacre Chambers, but not quite. Alts of Khorne, both of them have been taken down. Relatively cheap to rebuild. I suppose that's the one benefit of not being able to upgrade your listing posts, is that if you lose them, it's not the end of the world. Hammerhead gunship seeing these warlocks and thinking, get out. Get out of my house, you are not welcome. The Warp Talons combined with the Fire Warrior team. Quite a good combination, in all honesty. Shadow Spectre's going to jump over. Maybe a little bit close for comfort. What are you? Oh, you're all the Dark Angel stuff, right? Okay. Fair enough. You're going to reclaim all that stuff there. Hellblade and the Seaver. A really good unit composition so far, I do have to say, from HMD. It certainly worked before. Will it continue to work now that these guys have got a look at it? Double Mortis engine. Also got some Glory Agents jumping in. Cheap as chips. Doesn't cost you a single thing. So it may as well get them just anything to support your main team. So you've got to really respect Feeling Jolly for being able to stay into the game. I know lots of players when they get to that stage just think, oh, that's it, GG, no thank you. But it just goes to show, even if you've got one teammate that's more or less knocked out, you can still do some good stuff and still potentially get the wins in. Dark Reapers being slashed up by double Warp Talons. Got more Glory Agents being spawned down the centre here. Dark Angels coming down and now giving the Thousand Suns a taste of their own medicine. And like I say, these guys have got nowhere to run. It's quite a tricky place for them to be in. It's not like their friend over here that could just run this way. Now I have a critical look. If actually the Thousand Suns have managed to get a critical location, but the Northern team have yet to get one, although in saying that, Dark Reaper's now going to hoist their flag over that place there. Morris Dreadnought staying for a little bit too long. As these guys are now having their morale broken. The Seaver really difficult to deal with if you're an infantryman. Good lord, what's all that? Hold on, let me go to someone where they don't have screaming units. Very disconcerting. Double Crisis Battlesuit squads. Having a look. And the powers of the Thousand Suns just keep on rolling. Being a real nuisance has this player been. But they're holding the ground, they're standing firm. They might even not lose these listening posts again. He says, well, not listening posts, these strategic points. Might be able to hold on for them for more than 2 minutes this time. Only time will tell. It's only the tower in the middle. It's only the tower that are keeping this centre being held even remotely. That's a lot of Northern boys. That's significant amount. Those Glory Agents really helping to thicken the soup that is this unit composition here. They've got the anti-infantry and heavy infantry of the Dark Reapers. They've got the cannon fodder of the Glory Agents. Powerful warlocks in the Seer Council. Anti-vehicle. They've got an answer for everything. They just need to keep it together. Get in formation. These Crisis Battlesuits as well as the Hammerhead gunship. Well, I mean, they're just going to kill everything, aren't they? They have the ability to render all of their enemies into dust. Especially when you've got the Predators and the Hellblades working together. Anything from you, mister? You're going to go for a Portal of Great Champions. Also going to go for some Red Butchers. That's fair enough. Strong front lines, what we like to see. More plasma turrets being built up. Not sure if it's a little bit too late for that, but Umad's question. The Might of Cryptic being spotted by triple Glory Agents jumping in now. Anything just to keep their numbers up and keep the pressure on. We do have the critical location now fully in the ownership of the Eldar. And I think these Dark Reapers, I think they've been alive for the entire game. Some mad props for the skill there. Sorcerer Lord split himself into three. I can't remember what it is when a cell splits themselves into two, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. And, oh, it's a Wraith Knight coming in. That's going to be a bit tricky to deal with for the Southern lads. Just running in. Trying to get an attack animation off. Hasn't quite got there yet. Needs people to stand still for him, bless him. There we go. I mean, he misses, but he tried, and that's the main thing. We've got Screamers, the Flamers of Zinch, causing some real issues, do a lot of damage at ranged. The Hell, sorry, not the Helltons, the Red Butchers, that's what you are. Triple Red Butchers, in fact, going to come in. Terminators quite slow for a melee unit. It's not what you normally want in one. But once they're there, in a straight-up slugfest, they'll be alright. But sadly, they've been spawned over here, and realistically what they want to be doing is being over here, smacking up this Wraith Knight. And the Hammerhead gunship trying to escape. It's got nowhere else to run. Wraith Knight letting out a big scream. And the Demon Hearse just kind of, I don't know, T-posing towards him, looking as intimidating as possible. And they're sending here the Red Butchers, carving up a storm. Yeah, this isn't very halal, is it? Red blood everywhere. Incredible amount of damage. But then again, in saying that, Revenant Titan, long spindly guns, they were able to hold on to their critical location for long enough, allowing the Eldar to get out there. Big units. Don't see the Thousand Suns really going for any big units at the moment. Like I said, I mean, I think the Flirty Raider is alright, but it's not quite Titan level, is it? It's not like the Tau's blooming ballistic suit with its huge gun on the back. Yeah, this dude's going to flirt in, firing away. Make quick work of quite a lot of these buildings. They have the Seer Counts as well coming in for the Tau. But the Breacher team able to knock these guys back. More or less making them a bit moot, really. But actually, oh no, they do get in. They get into close combat. Not for long there, but they're in there. Eldar now pushing down over onto the Thousand Suns. The Thousand Suns have managed to continue their capping and decapping nonsense, but could really do with helping their comrades. Double Blood Crushers now opening a salvo of furious slashes onto the Revenant Titan, but he could just float away all oh so nonchalantly. It's a Titan, that's a fast Titan.
Skulls and blood all around for the taking.
Again, it makes me think, so a while ago, I think we mentioned this when we first saw the Eldar Titans, and I think we also saw an Orc Titan in one of the games as well, and how the Orc Titan, Imperium Titan, they're very, very slow, but they're quite durable. That's what makes them good. The Tau Titans, they're very vulnerable, but they're very long range, so that mitigates their strengths and weaknesses and all that. Eldar Titan, quite durable for what it is, and it's also maneuverable. So I'm not sure how I feel about the Eldari and their big unit. But hey, oh, it's up for debate. I am not some sort of soothsaying lord of unification. I am but one man with one opinion. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Tau's still holding on there. In fact, actually, the Warlock's still holding on. Jesus, that's a sad time for them. They've just been bounced around by these Fire Warrior Breachers. Glory Agents being summoned in as these guys continue the push. We also have the Storm Serpent floating in, and it does look like that the Northern team has won. But I was absolutely convinced that push over onto this side from the Thousand Suns with those Emperor's Children would have been the winning deciding factor, considering that these guys on the north have really been playing one player down for most of it. But massive props to Feeling Jolly for being able to still contribute quite a significant amount of units in the form of Glory Agents and Noise Marines, even though it wasn't like the late tier stuff. Just, you know, stuff. Just holding on for a hero right up until that very end. Cool, anyway, well, if you'd like to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week, and there is also a Discord where games like this happen all the time. My name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. I will see you in a bit. Peace.